Our next topic in mole concept is percent composition. Percent composition is the percent by mass of each element in a chemical compound. So what you're figuring out is the amount that each element accounts for in the compound's molar mass, which is not going to be equal for all elements because each element has its own individual molar mass. So some elements will take up a larger percentage of the total mass of the compound, and some will take up less. There are several steps to doing a percent composition problem, and we're going to use sodium chloride as an example. My first step would be to determine the total mass of each element in the compound. So for this one, we have 1 atom of sodium and 1 atom of chlorine. And if I use my periodic table, I see that the sodium would have a total mass of 22.9898 grams per mole, because that's the mass of 1 atom of sodium. And the chlorine would have a total mass of 35.453 grams per mole. Next step is to find the molar mass of the compound. So in this example, we would just add together those two atomic masses to get the molar mass of sodium chloride, which is 58.443 grams per mole. The next step is to take the individual element's total mass and divide it by the molar mass to get its decimal amount that it makes up of the compound. Then we multiply that result by 100 to make it a percentage. So in my sodium chloride example, I would take the 22.9898 and divide it by 58.443, and then multiply that by 100 to get 39.337%. If I repeat that for the chlorine's mass, I find that chlorine has a total mass of 60.663%. I can check my work by adding up the percentages. They should come very close to 100%. They may be a little bit above or a little bit below, depending on how you rounded for your sig figs. So you try one. Find the percent by mass of oxygen in water, H2O. Pause the video, use a periodic table and a calculator, and see if you can determine it. So if I use my periodic table, I find that the molar mass of water is 18.015 grams per mole. That'd be the mass of 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. The hydrogen would have a total percentage of 11.19% when I take the mass of the hydrogen, which is 2.016 grams, and divide it by the molar mass and times 100. The oxygen would make up the other 88.81%, which I could get by taking the mass of the 1 oxygen, 15.999, and dividing it by 18.015 times 100%. Or, since there's only 2 elements, and we know that percentages have to add up to 100, I could have just taken the percentage of the hydrogen and subtracted it from 100 to get this. Our last video in this series will be on empirical and molecular formulas.